Subagents is the most important feature in Claude Code. In this video, we'll cover advanced topics of subagents. You should already know the basics of subagents from our previous video. If not, I've linked it in the description. Let's dive in. We're going to start with the fields we can use in our empty file. We're going to start with name and description. Only these fields are required and mandatory for every subagent. So this is alldevneeds.com project. If you're not familiar, it is a web app that contains a lot of free developer tools, so you can give it a try. So this is the tool implementer subagent. I use it for every implementation I want to do in this project. Here we can see the name of the subagent, tool implementer, and the description. It's important to mention that if you want Claude Code to use this subagent without you manually tagging it, you need to mention in the description when to use this subagent. Use this subagent to implement new features for alldevneeds.com. Next we have the tools field. Here we list all the permissions we want this subagent to have. For example, task, bash, globe, grep, read, and write. We can also mention functions inside MCPs, for example, in the playwright MCP. Well, we're going to see it in several fields. If you don't mention specifically the tools for this subagent, it will inherit it from the main chat. But if we have an option to allow tools, we also have the option to disallow tools. Here comes the disallowed tools field. For example, if I don't want the subagent to do some web searches, I can add this field. Let's paste it here, and I'll copy this from the tools field. And that's it. Now our subagent is not allowed to do web searches. Next we have the model. Now I can mention which model will be executed in the subagent. I can choose Opus, Sonnet, or Haiku. If you don't mention a specific model, it will inherit from the main chat. We'll continue with permission mode. Like we can do in every Claude Code session, we can set a mode for a subagent. For example, if I want this subagent to be a planner and think about features, I can set it to be plan. You can also choose between default, accept edits, don't ask, and bypass permissions. But what if you want to connect between a subagent and a skill, and let's say I want the tool implementer to load a specific skill every time he executes something. In that case, we have the skills field. This allows me to load a skill into this subagent every time he runs. It's different from how we use skills in the main chat. In that case, we load everything and not just the description. For example, I have this skill, SEO optimization. Let me copy it. And now the tool implementer will use the SEO optimization skill every time I use it. The next field is my favorite, but most developers are not aware of it. By the way, I forgot to introduce myself. I help developers turn AI into real workflows, so sub and like, it really helps me provide more value for you. Of course, we're talking about the background field. This allows you to run this subagent in the background every time. If you're using heavy subagents that takes time to execute, this flag is great. The next field is great as well. We're talking about the memory field. It allows the subagent to have a persistent memory, so it can learn from previous executions. This memory file can be in several scopes. If I want it to be in this project, I can set it to be project. We also have the user scope and local scope. Next we have MCP servers. It allows the subagent to use specific MCPs. It's great because MCPs consume a lot of tokens, and with this configuration you can be certain that the subagent uses only the MCPs it needs. We also have the isolation field. It creates a new Git worktree for every execution with this subagent. If you are not familiar with Git worktrees, make sure to watch the video about it. I want to show you two more things. First, if you run Claude agents, you can see all the agents that are active in this folder. You can see the agents and the model that it's working on. For example, our tool implementer is defined as Sonnet. In addition to that, I can use the agent flag and create a new session that I talk directly to this agent, like you can see here. Let's execute. And here you can see that I use the tool implementer, and now I can talk directly to this subagent. Second, there are two ways to share subagents. If you are working in a project scope, you can commit the agents folder. And if you want to share it externally, for example, with a friend or a coworker, you can share it with Claude Code plugins. If you want me to make a dedicated video about it, just tell me in the comments. By the way, we're giving for free our Claude Code course. Only the 10 members who will join our school community and comment on this post will get free access to it, so don't miss that.